G'day and welcome to this week's vlog. I'm hoping that the wind is not creating too much of a problem on the microphone here. Anyway, as you can see, we're back on the road, and this week's vlog is coming to you from the magnificent Stirling Ranges. So let's go and see what we can see. Right, so I found a good spot. We've managed to pull off of the highway and at the back of a little roadhouse called Amelup, little place called Amelup. And Joanne and I have a bit of history with Amelup. When we cycled around Australia, it was pouring with rain as we came through the Stirling Ranges, and we ended up pulling into the roadhouse to have something to eat and a warm drink, and left a puddle of water on the floor from all the rain that was on our clothes. So just a little funny as part of and we always comment on it every time we come to this part of the world. Anyway, I was wondering where the best spot to see the Stirling Ranges from was without actually going up into there. So I'm going to spin the camera around shortly and give you a really good view of the Stirling Ranges in the Great Southern, on the southern coast, I suppose, or this is the barrier between us and the southern coast of Western Australia. And as it wants to, the clouds have come over, but look at that for a view. And we've actually been up there. I might put some photos up in this blog of some shots I took at the top of Bluff Knoll, which is up there. And this place here gets very cold in winter, cold enough in fact to snow up there. So that would be something interesting. At least you'd be getting warm as you're walking up. You can just see the car park over here at the bottom, and much of that is visible now. Much of the rock is visible now because we had some big bushfires go through here not long ago, and the Stirlings were burnt quite badly. And this is the end result. Anyway, you can see we're just parked over here on the side of the road, and I'm going to take a panoramic shot of the Stirlings. It'll be a vertical panorama to get as much detail in as possible, and I'm going to be using the 70 to 200 mil. And I'm just going to have a bit of a look here to see. So I frame up my my shot. Yep, I think that'll do. So we'll be at about whatever that is, 120 mil. Anyway, I'll take some shots and walk you through it. Right, so I've framed up my the first shot of my panorama, and you can see it there. Of course, the important bit here is not just what you framed up, but how level. How level, I can't show you. There we go. How level the tripod is, because if you don't get it level, it's not going to stitch properly. So I've decided on one stopover, or half a stopover I should say, f11, and I'm going to focus 1/3 of the way in to the screen, into the shot, sorry. But no, I'm not. I'm going to focus to infinity, which means the furthest point, which is there. I'm not quite sure how well this is going to come out on the video, but just get that looking the way we like it. Yep. And with the exposure lock on, 60th of a second, f11, ISO 100. Shot number one. A little bit bright in the sky, that's okay. Move it 1/3, tighten the tripod up so it doesn't move. Shot two. This is going to be a pretty big panorama, I think. move it a third, lock it on, next shot, so on and so on and so on until you've got everything you want. Such a magnificent view. Alright, so I've got the I put the nifty 50 on, and I'm doing a panorama, but I'm just waiting for some light to come up here, some sunlight to come up on Bluff Knoll, and I don't know whether I'm going to get it or not, but we'll see. It'd be nice if it does. And the other one is get some light over here, which I'm told that's Arthur's Knob or something like that. And if you look really closely, just there, if I can find a way to zoom in to show you, I reckon there's like a person's head there. Well, I didn't get the sunshine that I wanted, so now it's time to move on. See what else we can see around the Stirling Ranges. Well, we're just about to head up into the Stirlings over that way, but we've parked here because we came here to this spot, in fact just over there, not long after the fires, and we decided to come back. So you can see I've got the long lens on, and I'm aiming for a shot of that grass tree. So I'll just show you the composition I put together, and I hope this comes out on the camera because it's on the video, because it's really good. So I've focused in, just bring this gradually into focus. You can see, I love it. Love the way the camera does that. So if I zoom right in, you can see it shaking because it's at 200 mil. And get it nice and sharp. Try and hold it still just to double check it. Yep. And you can see that shot there. Well, that's zero exposure compensation at f4. 250th of a second, so we'll take that shot. And then one I really like, go the other way, is this one here. It's a little bit moody, just half a stop under, and then even moody, just the tops catching the light, and sort of a natural vignette. Anyway, we'll I'll flip the camera over so you can see. I'll show you that shot on the screen very shortly. Anyway. You can see some really nice light and clouds over the mountains here. Mountains, hills. I guess they're mountains. They're called mountains. Beautiful spot. So we now have about a 40-kilometre trip through the national park. See all the new growth coming back on the trees. We go down the road here. Right, so we've left our house at the Central Lookout car park, and this is about the only hill climb I'm going to do today, up to the lookout, which is somewhere up there. So, at the risk of puffing and panting like a steam train, I can show you where we've come from, which is down there where we're parked. I didn't know we had to go up, then down, then up again, but we did. And we're not quite there yet, but have a look at the view. Joanne's up there. So this is what you get when you get to the top. That last little bit I filmed from was rather interesting, to say the least. So what do you get? You get a little clearing in a pile of rocks, which is obviously the summit. So let's stand up on the top of the mountain and look back that way, which is I'm guessing that's down towards the Crongrupps, and that is where we've come from. And somewhere that way is where we're going. Okay, so I've just taken some shots, but let me guide you through what I've decided to do. I've got the 70 to 200 on, and I'm pretty much taking that shot there, but I'm using, I'll just zoom it a little bit, something similar to that, where the road here leads your eye into the picture, into the frame, and over towards the distant mountains in the background. And I'll have to focus stack it a little bit, I think. I did take single shots, but I might try some focus stack afterwards. And the other shot that I took was looking back that way, and more zooming in on something like that. Just the road leading your eye into the shot and on towards the horizon, the mountains. What a magnificent place. And so far I haven't got my demise on camera, so that's kind of good. Almost down the trickiest bit. Almost. Interesting shapes here in the rocks. Well, I've made it to relative safety from up through there, which is good. And if you're wondering why I'm able to film like this from this distance, it's because my dear wife bought me a selfie stick, and it's one thing I never thought I'd have, but I do. And I've got to say, for this sort of stuff, it's damn good. Even better because, I'll show you this a little bit, it's got a remote control. You've got to have a remote control. It folds into a little handle and has 3 little legs on the bottom which you can use as a tripod and stand the whole thing about 50 to 55 centimeters tall. It's not very high, but gives you, you know, something to walk past for a bit of B-roll on these vlogs. So that'll do for this bit of filming. Okay, well that's we're just heading out of the park now, and it's another day on the road. Quite a pleasant one actually. Bit of exercise. Enough exercise for 1 week, I reckon. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and hope you enjoyed the trip. Hope you got something out of the bits and pieces that I did with the camera. And if you did, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, because we like them. And if you haven't subscribed, would you consider subscribing? If you like what you saw and you want to see more, then subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell when you do, so you know when our next video is uploaded. So in the meantime, from Stirling Range National Park in Western Australia, bye for now, and we'll see you in the next one.